Chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our... And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed... Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first... You're right. After all, everything that followed... All this confusion? Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. The animal and Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko, let's see what she has to say.
Oh. Hello. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh. So that's why you're here. Well...
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is... incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and... I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other 2, one of the obligations... Meanwhile, it doesn't feel good to speak. What I mean to say is, unless... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation, but if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experience.
You're right! I'm sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go find...
This had better be important. The wind rises.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up to...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also...
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talent. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament...
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the... Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the...
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be.
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you signed.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is...
Sound of the ocean waves.
Ew.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So come on.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join... Nope. A lot of... And since you signed up, we... Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I think... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fight, so...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. like a creep.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semi...
To be fair,
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks! The real show is about to begin!
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your... Very well.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that's...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash. I do not doubt your ability.
relax. My guys at...
Okay, follow...
What you got?
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun! Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That... I'm sweating. Congratulations. I was beaten by...
Right! For if you had a vision, you'd definitely be one...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough. But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them...
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that map?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger.
By the way, do you know...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, so don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around. See...
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third...
maybe next...
Why yes, he's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his... I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. Still, I'm sure he'll be...
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge? Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh,
Thanks.
we still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly, I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt, and managed... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will...
Not exact. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've been...
If that is the case, I haven't proper...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hail... Given your talent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any... Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does not leave a trail when traveling through the wild. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me.
Maybe maybe we can go talk to Beetle.
What's the hurry? Cool it!
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a
Paimon knew that you were hinting at...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstanding. If I'm not mistaken, you should... When I talk about that since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that...
As crazy as all that...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental ability? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel...
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told them whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods, and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Of course, I too shall share with... Now then.
Oh, protect us. Oz, reveal by...
Dodge this!
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Go, Barb!
Freeze!
Dumpty Dumpty go!
Cool it!
Oz, reveal thyself! La la la! Yeah!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements. The world is a truly
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intense?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods. And what influences the gods my apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are in the outset, not to mention,
She sounds...
as far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But it goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these...
Sounds a lot like something the god you
Encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to the time for your match.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, very well.
Never mind. We can start by making your entry. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match, but today's final... As for our other... Oh, come on, what could be taking you? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exact. I never thought that someone here would have the guts.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to...
Well, if you I'll stay here and...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an...
Come with me. I can...
Da-da-da. La la la. Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Woo!
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Dodge this! No escape!
I'll protect us.
Can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind... What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it's... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now.
Aha! So you were supposed...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming... Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my... After all I went through to get it, I think... I know an empty... Fine.
You know, according to...
Huh? You're...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
What are you trying to do?
This moment will be frozen
Here's
in
something
time.
special.
Let the show begin. Huh. Hi. Huh. La la la. Hi. Pew! Boing, boing, boing!
Cool out.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you.
No need for...
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, from the moment he stole... I've tried many, though few tales to... After seeing you... Come, why don't you give it a try?
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind this?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaning. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then. It's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind.